Hello everybody, welcome back to part 10. I did lose a little bit of footage. I was fiddling with some other things and I totally forgot to, actually record this great investigation. Luckily I didn't miss much. The thing that we missed is... let me think. We hung out with Yukiko, and we hung out with Kanji back at the river. With Yukiko, I think I'm finally committing. I think I'm just going to commit with Yukiko, because I don't really see if anyone else, interesting me. And, it's my first playthrough. She seems like one of the first people that you would connect with. But yeah, I don't think we missed much. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to double check that I don't miss out on anything for anybody. It was probably like 30 minutes of social stuff, so most of it was probably me running around. I'll try to see if I can scrounge up the footage and maybe put it in somewhere. But yeah, who knows? I do know this. I have hung out with Nanako so many times, and I think I mentioned this while I was doing the not recording. I was hanging out with her. I hung out with her like 4 or 5 times, I swear. Because we have passed a couple days. We have until Tuesday for the exams, which I'm hoping I can do fairly decently. Well, let's study. Yeah. This is one of the things that they were talking about. You should study. If you get a good score, you may become well known among your classmates. I don't think that was ever the case with my class. I could be completely wrong. You decided to study. The only thing I find funny about this is that I don't think it actually helps me in any way. Like, it doesn't remind me what the questions are. Alright, that's the lesson about the Mariana Islands. Let's take a breather and talk about something fun. The Mariana Islands are in the area of the ocean where typhoons are born. There's a line on the map that typhoons can never cross. Let's see, Kuben-kun. You've blended into the class a little too well. Which line can a typhoon never cross? I'm pretty sure it's the equator. That's correct. I'm surprised you never knew that. Typhoons are moved by global air currents called atmospheric circulation. If one forms in the northern hemisphere, it moves north. If it forms in the south, it moves south. That's why a typhoon can never cross the equator. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that quite interesting? This is going to be on the exam. I'm so dead. Make sure you tell your parents that I'm an interesting teacher, okay? Feedback like that affects my paycheck. Is that how that works in Japan? Is that true? Is this how it works in Japan? It's like you got to give you have to do a Google review. Give me 5 stars. I'll get $100 extra. I always heard of tests. Tests were a huge thing that I always remember teachers talking about. Because yeah, like if you score higher, it basically means that you're doing a good job. But maybe I'm manifesting something. Just kidding. Let's continue the lesson. He was kidding. Oh my god. You gave the correct answer. My knowledge grows. That was a couple other things that you missed, was like the technical term for brain freeze. And there was like some other question in class. You didn't miss much, if I can't find that footage, but I will say, that's kind of what happened. You have no choice but to wait. Yeah. My problem is that what happened is it was this. I could have gone back, but I keep I keep like rapid firing saving. So it defeats the purpose of me saving in multiple files. Because it's like the only file that I could do to go back to catch that footage would be like all the way back. I'd have to like go all the way back to like Teddy transforming and whatnot. Who wants to hang out? Also, with the controller, my god. This feels just so much... This feels like how it's meant to be played. Which it probably is. Nope, no kanji. No kanji today. No Yukiko either. Is this finally a day that I hang out with, like, Chie or something? Somebody? Adachi? Nope. Adachi doesn't want to hang out. Who can we hang out with? I don't want to go home. I have a request for you. Do you think you could help me out? I don't have a flower brooch. My sister hasn't noticed. This will never happen. This guy moved. I couldn't do it. Mayumi. Is that the guy who... This goes back to me just sucking with names, but like... Is that the guy who was having an affair with the reporter? 'Cause he's been floating around town. There's some noise and such in the background. Yeah, like, I'm trying to do a few things differently with these recordings, so the audio might sound a little weird this one. You know, I'm sure people will let me know if, oh, you're too loud, you're too quiet. We could go to Okina City, but I don't think there's very much to do in Okina City. We have the coffee shop. There's too many options. Maybe Marie? Is Marie available? No. Man. Nobody's available. Nobody's down to hang out with me. I'm over here doing the best detective work I can, and they just don't care. They don't care about me. We could work at the... They did mention that. We could work at the daycare. Which I guess couldn't hurt. Improve stats. Yeah. Sure, why not? Why not? You helped out at the daycare center. I don't want to play house. Let's play hide and seek. You're it. Yuta is full of energy. Once again, the children tug at you from all directions. Your understanding has increased. I don't think my understanding is the problem, though. Kuben-kun, most of the children have been picked up, so you can go home now. See you next time. Finished my job and went home. 6,000 yen. On the way home on the Samagawa floodplain, you see Yuta's mother sitting over there.
Oh, hello.
You're the caretaker I met the other day, right? It's already this late. I've been sitting here all this time. Something on your mind? Oh no, it's nothing. You're a high school student, right? You seem so mature. Well, I am solving multiple murder cases. You wouldn't believe. I was heading over there. I was going to pick up Yuta. Then something came over me. My legs just went weak all of a sudden. Every time I think about it. His mother sighs. Have you heard? Yuta and I aren't related by blood. He's my husband's child. I've lived with Yuta for 6 months now. Only 6 months. Already 6 months. We don't ever talk to each other. My husband is away, so just the two of us, alone together in a dark house. Yuta's a good kid. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you all this out of the blue. But I'm glad you listened to me, that you spoke with me. It's sad. These days, I don't even get to have simple conversations like this. Yuta's mother is smiling weakly. Whoops. Only thing bad with a controller, I held the button down, and it skipped that. You feel a faint bond forming. How come I'm not getting a bond with cleaning dishes, huh? Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed with creating personas of the Temperance Arcana. That makes sense. Isn't temperance just basically just that? Like, you know, persevering and, you know, fortifying yourself, I guess. You've established the Young Mother social link. That's right, I don't even know her name, do I?
I'm Ari Manami.
There we go. Ari Manami. Nice to meet you. Please take good care of him. That's right, I still need to pick him up.
It was nice.
Nice seeing you. Yeah, man. What the heck? You gotta pick up your kid, jeez.
You're back.
So you're home. I work as a janitor at the hospital today. Dojima was the other one. I hung out with Dojima off recording / trying to record. He didn't do anything. So I'm thinking we're locked in until exams are done. Which is fine, because it just means I can work on other social links, such as the hospital. Inaba Municipal Hospital, empty hospital room. You busily clean the recently vacated hospital room. You feel someone watching you. You decided to pretend not to notice and continue cleaning. Your courage has increased. It's her!
Nice work.
Were you waiting for him? Were you waiting for me? Oh, you sweet thing. Well then. Would you like to study with me? Perhaps a subject that we can, that we don't teach in school. If you catch my drift. What do you mean? We have to play dumb, you know? That's the plan. Well, the thing that I'm also wondering is if this is like if she's actually being weird, or if it's just like you're misunderstanding. You're an honest guy. It's cute. And boys your age. Sayoko smirks at you. I don't find your type around here. The kids over here are much simpler. All they see is the carrot dangling in front of their faces. I know. You seem to have some sort of secret deep inside you. I think it's irresistible. Sayoko smiles in satisfaction. You can feel Sayoko's mischievous affection for you. Okay, so with that, mischievous affection, I mean, I would like to think that's what we think.
I'll see you again.
I like on how we came back, though. Like, I really need this job. I need the money. 5,000, man. The bus stuff, I think it pays the best.
Yo!
That guy at the police that guy the police are after. I wonder what he's like. How's the investigation going? I can't stop worrying about it. Speaking of worrying about things, we have tests coming up next week. But I can't study when I'm thinking about our investigation. Focus. I guess you're right. How am I supposed to argue with that? How can you argue with that? Somebody just yelling focus at you? And that's our lesson on the Saxon Wars that Charlemagne brought about during the 8th and 9th century. Speaking of Charlemagne, the King of Hearts and a deck of cards is supposedly modeled after him. King of Hearts has a characteristic that the other kings don't. I wonder if any of you knows what it is. Stand up. Oh, what does the King of Hearts... I technically have a deck of cards somewhere. Tell me, what makes the King of Hearts look different from the other cards in a standard deck? He has no mustache. He has an axe, his mouth is open, he's looking to the right. It's either he has no mustache or he's looking to the right, because I've never seen a card where they're wielding an axe or their mouth is open. I'm gonna cheat using my resources. He has no mustache. You gave the answer you think is correct. You noticed the details. I knew there was one that didn't have a mustache, but I didn't know if that was it. The King of Hearts is the only one without a mustache. Back then, playing cards were made using the same methods as books, by etching and engraving. It's said a clerk's hand slipped. The resulting mistake with his chisel shaved off the mustache. Since then, the design has become commonplace. And so, the King of Hearts is simply drawn without a mustache. Isn't that a great example of one small mistake making its way into history? You never know where those little doodles you make on your answer sheet will end up in the future. Isn't that how, like, a lot of things are made? Like, it's always like, oh, they, like the cure for polio or something like that, or I can't remember. But it's like, oh, they were trying to do this, but they, like, completely messed up, and now we have this. You have no choice but to wait. No choice but to wait. Let's see. It's a rainy day, which means the Mega Beef Bowl. Right? Pretty sure that's the only thing we can do. Mega Beef Bowl. We gotta increase those stats. In case some social link requires our knowledge or whatever to be maxed out. We have to do, you know, we have a lot to work on. Our knowledge, our expression, our diligence. Let's blast through this. Knowledge, courage, diligence. It all went up for a solid 3,000 yen. Nanako still wants to talk, but I am still under the impression that that's a lie. I don't think Nanako actually wants to do anything. She just wants to eat up time. I want to study. It seems to be important. I'm wondering if the exams will actually need me to, like, answer questions. Because so far, it keeps mentioning, like, oh, you need to study. Like, yeah, like, that's how you get it to work. Get the day off from school today. Realize that you haven't bought anything. That was the other thing that I think we might have missed in the recording. I see no reason to buy stuff. Like, I mean, maybe I should check, but I don't know. A lot of it just doesn't seem to be super useful. Who is out and about? Everyone's gone. With the floodplain. Is Kanji doing anything? I don't think I've seen Kanji out, you know, in public. Yosuke. We got Yukiko. We could hang out with her. Sure. You know what?
Oh,
Why not? Spend time walking. Yeah, that was a boring one. Oh well, though. Okay. So, I say we keep studying. We need that knowledge. Today is Ocean Day, so you have the day off. Oh, so we got the day off before the exams. Let's find out. Your first term finals begins today and continues until the weekend. You should hurry to school. I have a feeling it's going to be like the first exam we took. Finals day 1. What is morale? It's the cheerfulness in a group. What sport is Haikendai? It is the balance beam. Only 2 questions in one day. I think they blast through, I think. Day 2. It is said even Kobo made mistakes in writing. Which kanji did he make a mistake on? I think it's that one because he had to make the dot. And he threw his ink pen or, you know, his paintbrush at it. Which is that's still insane. I think that was one of the questions we may have missed. Maybe. If I sound crazy, there was a question where, yeah, basically some guy messed up. And instead of getting a ladder, he just, you know, he just threw his paintbrush at it. In which period did Japan first implement bonus day? I believe it was the Meiji. It's actually very impressive that I'm getting these right because it's been a while. Like, you know, it's been a chunk before every recording. There's a good chance that I'm doing this like every other day as a recording, so the fact that I'm able to remember this feels like I'm actually at school again. Finals day 3. Which king in a deck of cards is missing a mustache? The King of Hearts. Who said this? Man is but a reed, the most blah 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 blah. Believe it was Pascal. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature. I believe it's Pascal. Is that just a fake thing? Like, oh, you believe you've chosen the right answer? Because it's very believable that it's like, yeah, I got this, and then it's like, it was not remotely close. Finals day 4. Which one of these is the name of a real river? The Pai Pai River. The S is silent. I feel you've chosen the correct answer. What is the beginning of Gakuman no Sume a reference to? That is the U.S. Declaration of Independence. I feel you've chosen the correct answer. I feel like I've chosen the correct answer, so I'm hoping that that's a good sign. You're familiar with every question. You feel confident about your answers. Okay, so last day is just like, oh, you did well. Or perhaps
all over.
You did poorly.
I'm so sleepy.
yuck! Don't yawn in my face like that. Ugh.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Have
for
some
the third question on the
consideration.
English test, which phrase did you choose? Oh, I went with used to. Oh, wrong again.
So much for Chie going abroad. Heck, why leave Inaba? You have so much right here.
including murder.
You're so annoying.
Think Kanji did well?
No more encores. I mean, hi everyone.
Whoa, more losers?
What do I need to know English for? I can always ask for a translator.
That's true. And nowadays you can just use your phone.
How did you do,
All
Senpai?
these like voice to text stuff. My pen was on fire. Yeah.
Wow, you're amazing.
Yeah, she's actually infatuated with me, which is shocking.
Enough about the exams already. What's going on with the murder case?
Not a clue.
Why don't we head to our special headquarters? We haven't been there in a while.
You decided to get together at the June's food court.
I'm kind of bummed. Not just because exams are over.
It's because
but
of the exams.
The whole thing with the police finding a suspect.
Which I'm still... Look. I was told this game was long. I'm cheating here. I was told that this game was freakishly long. You're telling me the investigation's done in freaking July?
I mean, we believe that only we could solve this case. And now...
Well, we still don't know yet. They haven't made an arrest.
That is true.
So, we gotta sit on our thumbs.
Or the killer will strike again. Speaking of,
Crying out loud. It's nice to have a suspect, but where the hell is he? We're at the
You've-
end of our rope here.
you've lost the suspect?
You guys, did you hear what I said? This case is as good as solved. Don't worry, kids. It's only a matter of time before we bring in the suspect.
He makes
I
it sound
mean,
like
the guy's
they lost the
kidnapping
guy.
people at random and slaughtering them. We won't rest until we bring him to justice. I gotta get going.
He may... Again,
Now,
it feels like he's
I'm really
spilling the
worried.
beans on purpose. He's, you know, the fact that he walks specifically near us, and then, the guy, where could he have gone? It seems very, it seems like he's just doing a play, you know?
On the other hand, if the police have a search warrant out for the guy, we should stay out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. There was a question on the exam that I didn't get. I think it was the chemical formula HCHO
Oh,
used
God.
for silver mirror reactions.
Not the
Its
freaking
40%
chemistry.
solution is known as formalin. And the question was, what is HCHO?
I don't know. Formaldehyde. I have no idea. Well, she said it was formalden?
Oh, I see. I chose acetic acid. Duh,
I-
of course it couldn't have been
think-
vinegar. Hey, you had that question too, didn't you, Kanji?
Shut up. Don't call me by my first name.
Wow, kinda harsh, aren't you? I heard you got a nosebleed when you were around our senpai.
Hey! Who the hell blabbed about that?
Anyway, Risa-chan, why don't you ask Yukiko to help you study?
I thought it was because he got punched.
I guess, but wouldn't you rather ask a senpai of the opposite sex? Senpai, I'm not a nuisance to you, am I?
Should I answer this?
This girl's dangerous. But let's change the subject.
That's funny because the one that was like infatuated with her was Yosuke. So then you have me who's like, I think I'm gonna move past her. Like,
Hey, any idea how Teddy's doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it to you. Check this out.
got a part-time job. Steady.
I let him stay at my place. In return, he's now our official store mascot.
Ah, so he's hiding in plain sight. Reverse psychology.
I mean, he's a human
huh?
now.
Man, he looks like one happy bear.
He kept saying that he didn't want to go back, so I made him a deal. Now, since I've got nothing better to do, I'm gonna go bug him.
Ooh, I want to go too.
How do I hang out with Teddy?
Feel his soft fur.
Hey, Senpai? Now that I'm getting the hang of school, I want to go out more and see the sights, but I tend to get recognized everywhere I go, so I'm a little nervous about going out on my own. And you seem like the type of guy who knows all the cool spots in town.
Oh, the cool spots. For sure, yeah. Such as the shrine, the riverbank, the Mega Beef Bowl. Sure.
Really?
We can still be friendly with her. And, yeah, the social link. Social link! This is what we're here for. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond, it brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed with creating personas of the Lover's Arcana. Are they really just trying to phone in that she's, like, the one you're supposed to be, like, dating? Is there a canon decision, a canon choice? Will encourage your party to deal even more damage.
If you ever
Sounds
have some
pretty good
time
to
to
me.
kill, think of me, okay? Now come on, let's go pester Teddy. Teddy! Hey!
I like how they're like, we're gonna pester him, and it's like, guy has been super lonely.
Tonight, we have a special report.
Where's the, like, yeah, like, where's the news reporter, like, opening?
The topic is the bizarre serial murder case in Inaba, where the victims' bodies are discovered hanging upside down. Police have yet to announce any progress in the investigation since the discovery of a third victim. Our special report tonight is a summary of the events and the facts in the case thus far.
There seems to be no information about the suspect.
They still haven't caught him?
I'll protect you. Shrug. I mean, technically I am. I am trying to stop
right?
the murderer. Hanako seems to be anxious about the unsolved case. Mostly because of her parent that's never around. I think, well, no. Okay, yeah. We're exhausted. Will the next victim show themselves? Oh no, it's not raining yet. The day off from school today, you wonder about the police investigation, what should you do? Realize that you haven't bought anything, and I never will. I'm tired of buying things. There's nothing useful. I'm just buying equipment that I don't even know the stats to. It seems very counterintuitive. Let's see. I guess I'll just kind of hit up every place. I mean, yeah. Because I need to hang out with Rise now, and still, like, Kanji and them, and... I don't even know if I want Rise on the team. Actually, that is a good question. Oh my god, they both want to hang out. What is... I don't even know what she's weak against. That seems not useful. Yeah, he's weak against... Is Rise not weak against anything? Risei's not weak against anything. At first I thought maybe I had to, like, get into combat. Also, why is Teddy more powerful? What the heck? Yeah. Well... I want to make sure. Because again, if I am putting Risei in the party... You know... and then Marie... Oh! The fact that they're both up... Marie first.
Let's go.
I don't know if Marie is dateable, but if there was... if I had to make like a second choice, I feel like it'd be Marie. I got some change, so there's something I want to see. Junez Food Court. You decide to come here for a rest after taking Marie out.
Hey.
I'm thirsty. I want something to drink. Something that isn't sweet and not water.
Sensei!
Tea? Sensei, welcome. Oh, who is this girl?
Ah!
Is she your skirt? You're quite the naughty boy, aren't you? Skirt? What the? Teddy, what the hell? What the heck is this thing? It's moving. Gross. Oh, how rude. How can you say that about a cute little moi? And it talks. What's it made out of? Ahem. This Teddy is 50% kindness by volume. About the other half? Teddy fur? That's not true. Inside, he's hollow. Technically, it's just a suit, but somehow it has, like, an autonomy. Like, I don't know how it's moving. Kindness and fur.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, it's Gubin and Marie-chan. What you up to this time? Taking a tour of Junez? Well, if that's what you're doing, I'm just the man you need. Welcome to Junez, Yoshinoba branch. I don't need a tour, I already saw it. Whoa, Yosuke got denied. Shut up. It's nothing like that.
Yo.
Yo, Yosuke senpai. You know what CD I was asking about? Oh, who's this? Who's this old timer? Oh, old timer. I see what you mean. Kanji isn't that old. It's funny because, yeah, like, isn't he younger than we are? He's younger than we are, I guess. What kind of defense is that? Geez, the whole gang's here. Kanji, what are you yelling about? I thought you came to talk with Yosuke-sen.
Oh.
Oh, senpai. Oh, the jealousy. Whoa. Senpai, who is this girl? What is she doing with you? I know this person. I heard about her from Margaret, someone even I can't handle. It's not quite like that. I don't even know what we're referencing anymore. I heard about her from Margaret, someone even I can't handle. It's not quite like that. It's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. That's something even I can handle. It's not so different. Yes, it is.
Gee.
Yosuke-senpai, what's with this girl? Me? She's Marie-chan, Gubin's mate.
No way!
Mate? What is he, Australian now? What? Mate? Sorry, I think I just added fuel to the fire. Maybe Marie's canon. Huh? Hey! Oh, everyone's here! Huh? Marie-chan's with you too, hello. Yeah, if there's anyone that should be jealous, it should be, Yukiko. Senpai, you know her? Senpais. We had fun together the other day, right, Marie-chan? Oh, Risei's gonna get the wrong idea. I don't recognize you. Which high school are you from? Wait, you're even younger than me. Which middle school are you from? Middle school? What's that supposed to mean? You're pretty rude, old-timer. How old is Marie? I mean, technically she's like timeless, isn't she? She's not of man, or whatever the description of her was. Why do you keep calling me old? You know, I don't know much about her either. How old are you, Marie-chan? Where do you live? Are you here on vacation? I don't remember. Leave me alone. She just starts swinging, just starts punching. Yusuke, you're scaring the poor girl. Yeah, senpai, not very sub-buttle of you. Well, you brought it up. What did you just say? Sub-buttle. Did you think the word subtle is pronounced sub-buttle? Kanji's got a sub-buttle. Shut up, quit talking about my butt.
Gee.
Why'd you make me think about your butt? You're the most unsubtle person ever. What the heck is going on here? The unsubtle sub-buttle. I mean, if there's a time to laugh, it's definitely that's a hard flub. Like, I've been one to flub words, but like sub-buttle, that's like going out of your way to mess it up. This is the first time Marie laughs. Is that true? Has Marie ever laughed? I don't think we've ever seen Marie laugh. Well, I don't know, the first time we hung out with her, she seemed to like quickly open up. After everyone is done hanging out, they go home. Those are funny people. I don't get them. They're loud and stupid. So stupid. Sub-buttle. Despite her complaints, you had a good time. You feel you've grown closer. Social link! Yeah, she's also very far behind, but she makes sense. I think she's more or less like chapter oriented. Like, I have to complete certain dungeons. Like, now she'll probably go up a couple. Because Rise and Kanji. The party's almost fully fleshed out. I mean, there's not much left, I would think. We got Kanji, we got Rise, and we got Teddy. Like, pretty quickly. They all face their true selves?
I see.
I see. I bet they really sucked. I was thinking maybe I should work on trying to get my memory back. Well, one of these days. They look like they're having fun. I want to be like that. Yeah, I'll help. We gotta help her. Please do. I don't know what to do. That's a good reason. You decide to help Marie search for her memory. I'm not asking you to help me right now, but when the time comes, I'm going to count on you. Let's go home now. Let's go by the river on the way. So there was a comment.
Well, see ya.
A very far back. I believe it was a comment. Because I've also been talking about this game with other people and whatnot. But I believe Marie has a dungeon. And that's why she's like one of the ones that people recommend you like absolutely do. And I'm just kind of curious if like that's what she means. Like she's got to go through the dungeon. When do we see our test results? That way I can brag about how... Oh, a fan. I guess it is July, you know. July is usually like what? Like the hottest time of summer? Is Adachi or Rise or someone... It would mostly be Rise now, I think, at this point, that I would like to hang out with. But I don't think I can. We'll work at the bar. Unless... well, my diligence does need to go up. And it does sometimes raise my courage. Understanding and knowledge is definitely going to fall behind. Oh, the bar is full. You decided to work part-time washing dishes. You silently washed the pile of dishes. Diligence raises up. You finished washing the dishes, so you should take care of the empty glasses. That's probably understanding, right? We'll do the grumbling. It looks at you as if he wants to listen. You decided to listen to his complaints. Yeah. That's what bartenders are supposed to do. Well, ironically, that's what bartenders are supposed to do, not like the bus boys. I've had enough patrons today that you received a bonus. Now we're back at school. You think we're going to get our test scores? You seen the weather report? The rain's going to lift in the afternoon, but they said it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Going to be... check the Midnight Channel. The culprit is already wanted by the police, but he's someone that the police can't handle to begin with. Let's check it out. Let's let everyone else know about it, too. I mean, yeah, like, this is still a part of our thing. This is our duty. Guys, I said duty. Come on. You gotta laugh. No, I'm just... Hey, everyone. They posted the test result. Yes. So, I want you all to hold your applause when you see these test results. Now, I don't mean to brag, but my brain can retain small forms of knowledge. I've been known to have the memory slightly above that of a goldfish. Your score was in the top 10. Wow, nice. Good going, Gubin. You're so smart. Your social links seem to be congratulating you. Coming slightly closer to your school friends. I was hoping it would actually, like, raise one, you know? What does it mean by slightly? This is like, beep.
Ah, we're finally free.
Finally.
Hey, why don't we go somewhere during summer vacation? My motorcycle's back from the shop.
Oh, I guess that's true too. I didn't think Japan had like a summer vacation. I thought they were like a year round. Maybe their summer vacation. Well, yeah, because it's July. So in America, summer vacation starts in like early June, late May. It's been forever since I've been to school. I'm at least 700. But like, I guess their summer vacation is probably only like what, like a month, if that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even register. Why don't we go somewhere during blah, blah, blah.
Hey, you guys have motorcycles? Lucky you.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
Your scooter's fixed? Surprised they got it back together after Hanako-senpai.
That is true. His broke.
Did something happen with Yosuke and Hanako-san?
Did you run over Hanako-san?
He's striking out with the ladies and got his scooter busted up.
Whoa!
That doesn't correlate.
Yosuke's after Hanako-san? I'll back you up.
I wasn't talking about anything like that.
Are they saying that, like, they'll back him up in a good way, or like, is this turning into a fist fight?
I was saying we should go somewhere over summer vacation, like the beach. It'd be a pain to go by train, but a motorcycle.
I mean, if you only go to the beach once, you know.
The bright sun, the glistening waves, that luscious scent drifting from nearby stands, the dripping of meat juices.
You gotta calm down, GA.
Is food all you can think about?
Hey, why don't we get our licenses too?
GA is
It's
just
a
Potato
written
Girl
test,
from
right?
Attack on Titan,
We can't, we're too young.
who I completely forget the name of. I haven't watched Attack on Titan for forever.
Oh, sorry, Kanji, but my birthday was last month, so I'm 16 now.
Hey, that's cheating!
So she is like second youngest.
Oh, but sitting behind Senpai
The
sounds
original
great
four
too.
seem to be the
I wanna
oldest.
squeeze in close.
Yeah, let me remind you that it's against the law to have two people ride on a motorcycle.
We've
But I
already
think it's a
broken
good
enough
idea
laws.
for you guys to get your licenses. It only takes about a week.
It's supposed to be for work, but there's a scooter at the inn.
We got one as a gift at the office that's just sitting around. I bet I could borrow it if I asked. I'd have to call my
But
manager.
what about Kanji?
though.
Kanji doesn't have
Is this
anybody.
actually working out?
A scooter, huh?
It can be any kind as long as it's lower than 50 cc's.
Then I might be in luck.
I might as well just use a bike.
One of our relatives loves motorcycles. Maybe he has a scooter I can borrow.
Whoa, this might really happen! Let's all get our licenses and hit the beach together.
Hold up. What about Teddy?
Teddy and Kanji.
If he doesn't move around, he could pass his luggage.
It's stretching it a little.
It'll be fine. If we can't get him on with one of us, we'll just strap on some wheels and tow him.
That's rude.
What's so
He's
funny?
a human being now.
Teddy?
That's a crime.
On wheels? Roller skates?
They're gonna like drag him. He's gonna become friggin' a smear on the pavement. You can't do this to
I've
Teddy.
made up my mind. I'm gonna get my license.
Look at how they massacred my boy.
The beach, huh? I've gone before for pinup shoots, but it's been a while since I went for fun.
Oh my gosh. Does this mean I'll get to see Reset herself in a swimsuit with my own 2 eyes?
I mean, it sounds like you probably already have.
Can you maybe not talk about
She
her
had
like
photo
she's
shoots.
not here?
Hey, who are you looking forward to seeing in a swimsuit, Senpai?
Oof. Kanji, no question. What the heck? I can't. Oh, I was about to say, like, I saw Kanji and then I blanked out and I thought this was Yosuke, Chie, and you. And I was like, what the heck? Where's Yukiko? Again, I don't know. I mean, Rise isn't a bad choice, but in terms of my own personal preference for like personality, I feel like it's Kanji. No, I'm just, no, I feel like Yukiko's like the best one. Like she's kind of jokey, down to earth, super chill. Chie is a little bit too much. Yukiko is like, she's good balance. The only thing that I would say is that she probably comes off as a bit generic. Like she comes off as a bit like, you know, like in a video game sense, she comes off as like she's your first choice. Like,
You really shouldn't expect too much.
this is a weird
think I'll
conversation to
choose
have in
swimsuit for
front of a
myself
bunch of
next time.
friends. Yukiko looks embarrassed.
Anyway, looks like we're set on going to the beach.
I feel like if there's anyone headcanon-wise that should get together, it should be Yosuke and Rise. Like, she clearly wants the attention. I feel like Yosuke's the
Yukiko,
one.
Chie, you guys should get your licenses too. Then you could ride motorcycles with us.
Well then, let's do this!
But what about Kanji?
Yeah! Huh? Oh, yeah!
Nobody even talked about Kanji. It's like he's not even there. That seems so mean. Seems you'll be going to the beach with everyone. I have no choice but to wait. When do we go to the beach? When, the what now? Who, what? Huh. We're back at square one. We have too many people. I guess I should find Rise. Where the heck is Rise? But I also want to hang out with. This seems like a big one. Wait, what? Oh. They were talking about Marie. Marie-chan. I feel like, oh, this is rough. I'm split. Because I mean, I do want to commit with, get out of my way. With, Yosuke. I want to commit with Yosuke. I want to commit with Yukiko, but like, Rise is so far behind. She's so far behind in the social link. And if I do swap them out, Even though I don't know of any skills that they have. She doesn't have anything. She's got Jack Diddley. I'm trying to like... She's so like well-rounded. She's just kind of okay in everything but strength. Maybe that's her deal? But she's also just a big giant radar head. Treasure radar, analyze. Maybe maybe Rise is a bad one. Teddy could be a good one. I generally didn't want to like stick with the there's too much. I'm back at square one where I'm like, we'll hang out with Yukiko. Hang out with Yukiko. Okay, it's different. Thank God. It wasn't a waste. Yukiko seems embarrassed for some reason. You remember Kasai-san, the waitress? She seems to have told everyone about you. Now they're saying I should bring you home. Adults are so quick to poke fun at me. It's such a hassle, isn't it? Of course, my family runs an inn, so guests come by all the time. Maybe next time you can just come in. Is this your husband? I was just like, geez, this is moving fast. Yuki-chan. Oh, the deputy mayor. People at the inn seemed very busy. Is something going on? There's been a murder. Oh no, today was the interview for the travel show. On TV, that's great. You'll try and make Inaba look inviting, won't you? Or else I'll demolish your business, because it's clearly an eyesore to the town. I'm sorry, I have to go. You're gonna be on TV? No, I won't. We requested that no employees will be filmed or shown. It seems like a serious travel show, so everyone's eager to help. But they need me to help clean, so I have to go. Looks apologetic. Goodbye. There you are, Yuki-chan. Kasai-san, what's wrong? That TV crew came, but don't go to the inn. It was a trick. It's those people from that News of the Weird show. You could, like, stab them or something. I don't know, like, you know, really get them in the kidneys or something, you know. I think they're looking for you, so stay put. You got that? That's weird. We're gonna hunt you down and we're gonna interview you. Okay, but there you are. Well, I thought this would be the greatest way to really spread information. No use in hiding, future manager of the Cursed Inn. Cursed Inn? We know all about that murder case. Mayumi Yamano. So yeah, Mayumi was that one guy that we talked to, or not talked to, but he was mourning Mayumi. So I think it is that guy. Weird though that I wasn't able to like continue the conversation with him. Mayumi Yamano stayed at your place, right? And you guys have been hurting with the drops in visitors. So I came up with a great idea. The high school manager's embarrassing struggle renovating the Cursed Inn. How's that grab you? The customers will be pouring in, I tell you. That sounds like you're an idiot. I don't understand what you... I want you to be the star. When we introduce the hot springs, let us film a little bathing scene. Why is everybody here weird? Is this like... Is this a thing? The Mana's manager's steamy service. Our ratings will be through the roof. That sounds like a great idea. You're that guy at the bar. I'm gonna spit in your glass next time. He's the same guy from the bar. I've seen him around. Listen, you. Anyway, please leave. We're not interested in your coverage. You're refusing? After I lied and came up with weird, creepy things? Look, kid, you don't know the power of television, do you? Well, I can't blame you living in the countryside. We're trying to help you out here. I mean, what do you want the patrons to dry up? Technically, she did mention that. If you're going to be the next manager, I'm trusting you to make the right decision. Also, sorry if you're hearing like the controller buttons in the background. I didn't think this thing would be so loud. If you even heard it. I could just be manifesting that in your head now. I won't be the next manager. Oh, really? That's so. Well, you just say the word and I can hook you up with a better gig than running this dump of an inn. Call yourself the former high school innkeeper. That doesn't seem like a good, trade-off. You could call yourself the former high school innkeeper. It just rolls off the tongue. Already liking the sound of that. Why don't you hear me out? How dare you say that to Yuki-chan? It's okay. Let him say what he wants. He'll go home once he gets it all out. What the shit? Usually they don't say that to me in front of my face. You say your inn has been going for generations, but all that means it's crappy. All that means is it's crappy and run down. Tradition is so last year. You'd be better off if you did close-up shop. I've seen the stuff you serve. Small portions, decent service, nothing that stands out. If you want customers, you can't just do the same old, same old. Guys don't get that. That's why you suck. Then why are you here? I came here to hang out at your inn to tell you you suck. Also, I'm infatuated with your inn and I desperately want coverage. Your waitress doesn't even give any extra service unless you tip them, huh? I know. Why don't you make all the waitresses young girls and have them do all the... spread the futon out and then go straight in. But anyways, I was saying, I'm pretty sure you could just call the cops on this guy at this point. Like, the fact that he's just like, okay, I want questionably young women. But anyways, as I was saying, let's give your plays a little TV-style publicity. Use your heads, will you? The hell up. Don't say another word about our inn. Who take your stupid ideas seriously? From now on, we refuse any coverage from your station. You! I can't believe you're so angry at me for the way that I'm acting to you. That's how you want to play it. I'll plaster those words all over primetime. Let's see how that feels. Go ahead, by all means. We'll respond with an official complaint to your sponsors. This isn't sounding good, sir. Turns out I barely know how to run my television program. I said some incredible things. And it was all for the best. I should contact the inn. I'll see you later. I just kind of lost it when he was insulting everyone. Was I scary? You are cool. You should have said more. Should have said more. More, I see, so I could have gone even further. There's a time not long ago when I thought it'd be better off if it closed, but it's like my home. It's where everyone in my world is. I can't let it close. It seems Yukiko is starting to face her true feelings. You feel your relationship with Yukiko has grown. Social link! That's at rank 8. Maybe you can't do a romance thing until rank 10. Maybe? I have no idea. Mudun. Mudun? The persona cannot remember. Blah, blah, blah. Darkness. Medium chance. It's better. Medium chance is better. And I do have this, which deals light fire damage, which I remember. Yeah, I don't know why I did this. I think it was because of when she learned it. I was like, oh man, I don't want her to like eat up a bunch of SP. But she has so much. Like she's definitely one of my, like, I prefer her as like the fire healer combo, which maybe is kind of a dumb thing to do for your party, to like split them up. But I think for the time being, I'll get rid of original baby Agi and get the super cool potential insta-death.
Just a little longer.
Which I doubt it will ever work or be used, ever. Can you stay here just a little bit longer? My heart's still racing, please? stayed with
Thank
Yukiko for a
you.
while and walked her to the inn. And then we egged that guy's car. I guess we could hang out with Nanako now. I guess. Come on, kid. Yeah, raise the social life. What a precious moment with Nanako. No. I hate that. I absolutely hate that it's like a gamble. You overhear students talking. Summer vacation starts tomorrow. Woohoo! Too bad it's raining. The forecast said that it was gonna last until evening. Well, I'll let up by tomorrow morning. I wonder if we'll have a nice clear summer sky tomorrow. That's true. What if somebody is on the Midnight Channel and we're over here like, guys, let's go to the freaking beach. All the while there's some poor guy like, I'm getting murdered. It's not like I had any plans or anything. I guess I could watch Tanaka's Amazing Commodities and see if anything I want. I don't know what it's about that show, but I always end up buying something. It's that one that goes over the airwaves to you. Have you seen it? I have seen it. I've bought maybe like 1 to 2 useful items, and the rest I feel like has been trash. Alright, I understand that you're all excited about the vacation, but we're having the end of term assembly in the gym tomorrow. I won't say anything mean like someone I know, but please do what you're told. I'm excited about summer vacation too. I already bought my swimsuit. Not that it's got that much material to call it a swimsuit. How did you become a teacher, lady? Well, everyone, your summer vacation. Enjoy your summer vacation, everybody, and don't forget to do your homework, okay? You get homework over summer vacation? I thought the whole point was that you avoid that. What's the point? Why do we have it? I think the most we ever had was like, here's a summer reading list. If you really want to, you should read these books over the summer. And no one did them. Because that's the kind of, like, extracurricular stuff. It is raining. Which means it's either Adachi, who is gone because he's murdering someone in the rain, or, actually, that's a very good question. So every time, there's only one day I remember bumping into Adachi during the rain where there wasn't a murder happening. And I think it was with Moroko, wasn't it? I think we caught that on film. Dude, I think we have it on found footage. Is that an actual thing? If he is indeed the killer, which I'm holding him to it. It just feels like, yeah. Like, I don't think he's ever been around. Because he's always inside, so I would think that he would be the one that makes the most sense to hang out with during a rainy day. But I guess you can't hang out with anybody, so I guess that's kind of a... Yeah, I guess it's kind of a dumb point. Can't hang out with much of anybody on a rainy day. Except the glorious Mega Beef Bowl. Raise my stats, meat Mega Beef Bowl. As I melt under the tidal weight of meat. It's a good 3,000 yen. That's a price I'm willing to pay.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
I guess. Yeah. Check the Midnight Channel. Blah, blah, blah. I talked about flipping words. It's more or less like my mouth just gives up halfway. Shallow. It's raining tonight. Something may appear on TV. Like a murder. A horrible, horrible murder. Look, it's a murderer. That's the most nobody I've ever seen in my life. That's that strange kid. Boy is standing with his back against a wall.
You all think you can see me? You all think you know everything about me?
That's weird because they are only in there when they're actually in the TV. So like this time he got like really proactive.
Then try and catch me.
Who was that? And why do I have to save them?
Hey, did you see that?
Maybe.
Who's that guy? I don't know him. Have you ever seen him on the news or some television special?
Maybe.
Seemed really gloomy. Like a zombie.
We've seen him, again, he was talking to Yukiko.
Yosuke! Alright already, I hear you! Sorry, I'm gonna give the phone to Ted.
How does his parents not care about the fact that there is a
Sensei,
French
it's me,
boy
Teddy.
named
I finally
Teddy
got to see the Midnight Channel with my
in their
own
house
eyes.
forever?
Now I know exactly what's happening. That guy's suppressed emotions are resonating with the other side, which are picked up by the TVs over here. It's clear now that
Yeah, I
it's
feel
not
like we've
being
already
filmed
caught
by
onto that,
anyone.
right?
But that kid, he must already be inside the other world.
True.
What are we gonna do?
Save them. We're going in. I mean, yeah.
Gotcha. I knew I could count on you, Sensei.
I mean, yeah, like what could we plan? Gotta save him as quickly as possible. You can sense Teddy's strong trust in you.
I think my heart skipped a beat.
Social link? Social link! Teddy's is going to be the most, like, nonchalant. You talk to Teddy like just a passing by conversation. He has now grown fond of you.
That's enough, Ted. Give me the phone. Hey, how could he be already inside? What happened to the blurry image that we usually see in advance?
I mean, yeah, like,
Did you hear what he said?
the killer threw him in immediately.
Try and catch me. Now that I think about it, he looked like a high schooler. Hey, could he be? Nah, I
The
better not
suspect?
jump to conclusions. Let's meet up at headquarters tomorrow. All right? Later.
I'm thinking he's the suspect, but I don't think he's the killer. What? What do you want from me? It's Chie.
Oh, I finally got through. Yosuke's line was busy too.
It's because he was
I was
calling
just
me.
talking to Yukiko. Was that?
You recapped your conversation with her and Yosuke.
Yeah. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
It's funny because nobody
We better
knows
get
the
some
guy.
rest.
Nobody remembers the guy. I could remember those deadpan eyes anywhere. He's like a goldfish. Decided to go to bed early. It's like midnight. What do you mean early? I mean, I get I'm in high school, but geez. That just seems irresponsible. Summer break starting today. You promise? I guess that's true. It's summer break. You promised to meet up with your friends at the food court. You should hurry on over to the food court.
Okay, Risa and Teddy are checking out the other side. So we'll... Now about what happened last night. You guys all saw it, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Shit he said made my blood boil. That mumbling of his and those fish-like eyes
He said
pissed
it-
me off even more.
So he does have
What
goldfish
the
eyes.
hell is he?
He's a victim. It can't
Under
be
normal
the killer.
circumstances, I'd agree.
It makes no sense.
But when I noticed how clear the image was on TV, I knew something was different. So I called Chie, and while we were talking, it hit me. Maybe that boy is the culprit.
It's just a hunch, but it
you're
makes
being
sense.
fooled.
We've been told the suspect is a high schooler. The police are after him for the murder of King Moron. So to see that on TV last night, at a time like this, I mean, he even taunted the viewers, saying, "Try and catch me."
It's because it was the shadow.
So?
All right. Let's say there's this high school student. We'll call him Shin. For some random reason, who knows why, Shin is able to enter the other world. Then Shin, again for some random
Why did
reason,
everybody throw out
starts
like
throwing
all the
people into that
information we've
world,
collected?
intending to kill them. The police can't prove the other world exists, so it's the perfect crime. He can't possibly be caught. Now, imagine you're Shin, but after a while, people stop dying when you throw them in the TV. You don't know why. You want to kill King Moron, but the TV is out, so you have to do it personally. Now the police are onto you. As a result, Shin, is a wanted criminal, and there's no place for him to run.
Thank you for reminding me how crime works, but
So, you're saying he went into the other world to dodge the cops? Oh, so that's why he said, "Catch me if you can." Wow, Senpai, you're smarter than you look.
I would be shocked
Please, you can piss me off sometimes.
if that's the killer.
We still don't know why he targeted people who were shown on TV. But if he had a personal grudge against Mr. Muraoka, that explains one thing. With a strong enough motive, wouldn't he forsake the untraceable TV method and try to kill Mr. Muraoka on his own? If you think about it that way, it sort of makes sense why Mr. Muraoka died without appearing on TV.
Yeah, but also you're saying that a high schooler can get a full-grown adult male up a building and then hang them upside down. You would think it would be an equally, if not more so, stronger man. One was on an antenna.
What that boy's going to do now that he's in there? With Teddy on this side, there's no way for him to get
So unless
out.
they're literally like falling out of the sky and just coincidentally dangling.
You don't think he's gonna get desperate and end it all? He did look depressed.
That's just his
the end of
face.
the world.
No, I don't think that's it. The killer has to know that the people he threw into the TV have come back to this side. I can see missing Yukiko or Kanji, but Rise, a celebrity? There's no way the killer wouldn't know she's still alive. So that means he knows there's a way out of the TV world. As for the rest,
I don't
we
know.
just have to ask him
Still got
face
my
to
doubts.
face.
One too many doubts. I need like a small
Hey, good
bubble
time.
pipe.
How did
you
it
know?
go?
It went horribly.
Not good. There's not enough information to go on.
There's at least 3 more
At
murders.
least we're positive that someone's in there.
I see.
Well, yeah, we literally
Wait,
just saw
where's
it.
Teddy?
He's still looking.
All right.
Oh,
we
so
need
they
to
went
find
on
out who
without
that guy
us.
is. And if he is in fact the one the police are after. Once we figure that out, we just do our thing.
We gotta find information first.
That's right.
Oh,
If he really is the killer and he's
Way
escaped
to
into the
ruin
other
my
world,
summer vacation.
the police don't have a chance of catching him.
with a dead body.
So it's all on us.
Everyone's heart was united by the desire to solve the case. Social link. Rank 7. We're climbing up the ranks pretty fast. Not unless that's the point. Power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown.
Well then,
Which is a shame because I
let's get
think
digging.
Black... What is it? Black Frost is a fool? Which means I should have waited. Well then, let's get digging. And by digging, I mean just kind of meandering about and wait till the main character does the work. Seems like you'll need more information. No! I hope it's a lot easier than Rise's. I hope it's not as stinky as when Rise needed me to wander around. Cause you freaking sucked. Hey, small child. Sister has the same hobbies and fashion taste. I don't really care. Kid, I couldn't care less. This high schooler approaches a small child just to diss them. Information on the criminal? Wasn't that all that's shown on TV? Have you seen Kanji? It looks like he went off somewhere while I went to the bathroom. Geez, thinking about him off by himself is making me worry. Kanji by himself feels like the most functional. By playing with your guy friends or the girls? All about the ladies. I'm trying to think, like, who have we hung out with more? Probably have hung out with more female characters. I like playing soccer with my friends better. My friends make fun of me if I play with little girls. Well, that's a you problem. so hot. Doing this every day is gonna be rough. If I get too caught up in this, I might get in trouble. I gotta remember to keep hydrated. I need a little information until we find the culprit. Let's keep our spirits high and give it our all. Well, the one benefit is that I don't have to go to the school. More fun to just learn about the murders from the news on TV. It's always fun to hear about death. Summer vacation's almost here. Blah, 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 blah. I guess Junes? There's not very many locations. I think we have to find Kanji. These are sure to have it busy lately. Not like I'm involved or anything, but they've been poking around their noses, giving me the willies. Them being all over the place. Info on the suspect. It's pretty tough. Seems like no one knows anything. But instead of bitching about it, why don't we go right to the source? Just ask Dojima-san. He's your uncle. Right? He'll tell you something. I wonder if Dojima will say anything. That is true. Why would he? Why would Dojima say anything? Which means I have time to kill. Work at the daycare Monday, Friday, Saturday. No. Oh, Dojima's right there. A clue to the criminal investigation? I told you not to stick your neck in things. There's no way I'd tell you. Jeez, damn, where did that Adachi get off to? You just can't seem to get anything out of him. But I can get something out of Adachi. He's not at Junes. Is Adachi gonna be at night? Or does he pop up now? Adachi. I mean, Yosuke moved. So maybe Adachi. Adachi. I'm looking for you. He's not gonna... Dojima left too. Where are you? You murderer. You psychopath. Where the heck is he? He's not gonna show up until... Not gonna show up until nighttime. I guess I'll check Okina City. Whoa, we got more people wanting some stuff. No one told me that. Told me there weren't going to be bonuses. Stupid furniture store would be nothing without my fashion sense. It's so rude. I need a reward for my hard work. I feel like seeing a boy in formal wear, just in that kind of mood. Nothing too big or ill-fitting, something nice and well-tailored to make me go, aw. They were selling something like that Croco fur. That's not enough. You're pretty cute. I bet you look great in that. Sure, I'll get a suit. And then I never talked to her again. Well, he's not around. Can I break in? Dang. Hey, Yosuke, want to watch a movie? Think about inviting someone to the movies, but you realize that nobody would be in the mood. Movies can wait until after capturing the young. Yeah. Dang. How do I get out of here? Get me out of here. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. Yep. Well, this freaking sucks. What the heck do I do now? I can't hang out with anybody. This feels like a waste. I'll eat Chinese. I'll eat Chinese food. That'll raise something, right? Yeah, like I clearly have to wait till nighttime. But like, yeah, there's nothing for me to do. I just have to wait. Pork rib noodles. It's quite delicious. However, you waited for so long that your appetite went away. You feel tired. What? I was about to say. Don't cheat me out like that. Don't give me don't give me a scare like that. Jeez. After finishing your meal, you went home. That was the scariest thing that happened in this game so far. They were making it sound like I wasn't going to get the bonus. We're getting to the point where this session will probably be wrapping up soon, but because we're going to have to go into the dungeon, I'm assuming. And I kind of figured that once we find a Dachi, you know. Wait, you're not a police officer anymore. Don't do this to yourself. What are you saying? If I don't patrol this area, who will? If you get sick doing it, Mom wouldn't like that, would she? Come on, Dad, it's late. Go home. You're not a police officer anymore. Okay. Strange. The Dachi down here. Nope. Oh, Dachi's gonna be a pain, is he? Thinks this is a game, does he? Lives are on the line, man. And by lives, I mean one. One life is on the line. Dachi's nowhere to be found. Well, this blows. What the heck? I guess I'll work at the hospital. Yeah. Why not? I guess I have to wait a day. Which sucks. What about my summer vacation? You ever think about that, murderer? Jeez. Inaba Municipal Hospital. Maybe that's why he did it when he did it. Because... Okay, so again, I'm still hot on the heels of Adachi. Adachi is kind of like a laid-back guy who doesn't want to do much. He's kind of a bit of a slacker. So, like, he could think that we're a slacker too, and be like, oh, well, now that it's the summer vacation, they're not going to want to do it. Like, they're going to be too busy hanging out and having fun, and, you know. Inaba Municipal Hospital. You busily clean the dark, silent hallways. Jason? You thought you heard something from down the hall. You decided to pretend not to hear it and continue cleaning. It's Adachi! No, I'm just... I don't know who the heck that is. Oh, it's a lady. I thought the veil was her hair. And I thought it was a guy with a bowl cut. You see an old lady in a morning dress. Is she real?
My.
She's gonna haunt me. Oh, forgive me. It seems the old lady is looking in your direction. And then just walks away. The old lady left. Who was she? Empty hospital room. Sayoko found you and brought you here. And she's got like a lot of like knockout drugs. And just slack off and do a half-ass job, but you really do work your cute little butt off, don't you? So why are you working at a job like this? Money. Mostly for money. You're a starving student. Then should you really be caught up here with a naughty lady like me? You're the one that brought me here. But still, a young child shouldn't be wasting time wiping windows at the hospital. I'm sure there are girls who would cry if they saw you doing menial chores like this. Speaking of which, you have a girlfriend. Right in front of me. I feel like why do you ask is a better... Because technically, I haven't, you know, there's no cementing it with Yukiko. And I do not. Just seems like one of those, like, you know, nobody wants to admit that. You know, nope, I'm... especially a high schooler. Why do you ask? What's the deal, lady? Good boy would just answer the question, not ask one back. Well, tough nuggets. High schoolers are so young. They're only 10 years younger, but they seem so far away. It's like they're glittering. I feel this, what do you call it? Envy. Maybe that's why. What the heck are you... What are you talking about? I just want to see them get screwed over by life. I just want to see them suffer. Is that what? Like, what? I mean, I guess she's honest. That was a joke, of course. Half of it was, anyway. You see what I'm getting at? Yes. No. I'm gonna keep playing stupid. You sure? Your face is all flushed. I think she enjoys that. I think it's... I'm starting to think it's less of the fact that, like... It's the whole thing of, like, just having a flirtatious attitude, I suppose. Like, I have a feeling she's not actually interested. She just likes kind of poking, you know? Which is still weird, but, you know. I have to go now. I have a lot of work piling up. But I just can't help myself. It's because you're just so cute. Nako smiles in satisfaction, and then runs off creepily. Social link! I don't know if we bumped into a lot of cards with the devil. But I can't find
I'll see
Adachi.
you again.
Sorry to bother you while you're on the job. Keep up the good work. Okay. I think I read that correctly and didn't butcher half of the line. Finished your job and went home. I'm kind of like blasting through this anyway. I think I'll stay here a little longer before I go out again. You startled me. Don't sneak up on me like that. What was I doing? You know, investigating. I'll tell Dojima. Did Dojima maybe say anything about it? Just keep this a secret from him, please. Wait, what? Clues to catch the suspect? If I tell you, will you keep quiet? Okay then, I'm just talking to myself here, but... He supposedly had a part-time job in the shopping district. Where was it? I don't think they told me that much. It seems that Adachi was purposely leaked some information. Where exactly did the suspicious boy work? So, he really didn't give me anything. So why the heck? I've heard some people talking about the incident at the bookstore. They were talking as if it was some kind of joke. It really made me angry. The culprit worked part-time at one of the stores around here, right? Maybe in the shopping district. We just need to redouble our search. Keep asking around. Do I have to actually... No. What do cats eat? Well, fish, of course. Man of History, just read it and you can feel your courage rising in your heart. There's also a book about home gardening. Okay. Do we talk to the actual storekeepers? You want something special, bring me your own materials. Dang. Well, I tried, and then I just give up. Rise is not home yet. You asked if a student was working here part-time. A student? No, I'm the only one who's been working here the entire time. Thank goodness Rise has come back. She's been very helpful. Didn't work here. What about the bar? / store. There's not enough work here for anyone besides me, so I don't hire any part-timers. Sorry. Makes sense. Huh. Closed store. What about this? Where'd you hear that from? I told him not to tell anyone. Anyway, yeah, he did work here for a short time, but this was a while ago. I had him cutting the meat. We got bored with the work very quickly. I remember he had black eyes. And what else? Hey, he said the person who worked here before him was his classmate during middle school. I see that kid, his classmate, around here sometimes. Maybe you should talk to him when you see him. I don't know if you'll find him today, but he's recently dyed his hair golden. Golden brown, so he should be easy to spot. If you find this golden brown-haired classmate, you'll probably obtain the information about the boy. Man. The guy's gonna be dead by the time. You busily clean the dark, silent hallways. You thought you heard something from down the hall. You decided to pretend not to hear it and continue cleaning. It's that old woman again. The old lady in mourning garb is standing there again. Are you actually going to talk to me this time? Good evening. I'm sorry about what happened last time. When I was staring at your face, you look like someone I knew. The old woman smiles gently. You work here? Only part-time.
Is that so?
That's wonderful. I have a granddaughter about your age. She went back home today, though. Thinking about it, meeting you here is a wonder. But I won't be coming back here anymore. Why are you wearing black? We should meet again. Sure. This isn't a big town. We might run into each other eventually. I'd like to take in the sun at the riverbank when I have days off. The river sparkles so beautifully. It all feels so good. It saddens me. I'll be going now. Deuces, nerd. The old woman left. Just like that.
Oh, you're here.
Talk about timing. That room over there needs some work. Work done in it. Perhaps you could... Whatever it is, just get in there. She seems snippy today. Everything back in order? The patient who's been in this room left just a little while ago. I want you to mop up the floor. Don't ask what happened here. I can't stay in here. Okay. I was just kidding. The patient who was here was released today. He returned right from the brink of death. He's a good patient who always listened to what I said. Plus, he was the president of his company at a young age. He was handsome, didn't complain, and independent. He wanted to get back to his work desperately. Thanks to his perseverance, he was able to leave even earlier than we had scheduled him to release him. Thank you for caring for me, he said, bowing to me so happily. Then he turned around and walked out. He said such stupid things like that he loved me. Everyone leaves. They only need me when they're my patient. In the end, they'll all leave me. It's good they get better. This is exactly why I don't like kids. They try to win arguments. I must not have been making sense. Forget what I was saying. I'll ask another janitor to handle this room. You go on home. The streets are dark. You shouldn't be here. We don't want to get caught by me. Social link. Yeah, so she's just like... She's just extremely lonely, quote unquote. She comes about in a very weird way.
Nice work.
Nice work. Especially with that. Nice work. Why you gotta say it like that? Okay, well, I mean... We're gonna go to that spot. And, yeah. There's him. You there. You're looking for him? You want to see his picture? Don't do it. Today's your lucky day because me and my friend are going around showing it to everyone. Want a copy? There's no doubt that the boy in the picture is the one you saw on the Midnight Channel. Name is written below in the picture. Mitsuo Kubo. This is the suspicious boy's name. You should report it to Rise. Okay, so Rise has to perform a scan. He showed the picture of Mitsuo Kubo to the others.
That's him, all right. It's definitely the guy on the Midnight Channel. It's settled then. He is the killer. And he's in here now.
This guy came to our shop before.
I mean, we have seen this guy around.
Was he spying on me? Oh my god, I really was being targeted.
Damn it!
I think he was just being weird. He's like Yosuke. He hits on anything with a pulse.
Hey, I've seen him before too. Oh, now I remember.
There we go.
Yukiko, it's that one guy.
Finally, I'm not crazy.
That one guy?
Back in April, remember? He suddenly came and started hitting on you?
Oh, him! The dude who got served by Yukiko in front of the school. Man, Chie, how'd you remember something like that?
How do you forget?
Well, that was the first time he talked to her, but I remember he was always following her around.
Sorry, who are we talking about?
The problem is that, like, if he was that creepy of a stalker slash killer, why did he kill a reporter first?
The dude who came right up to you at the school gates and
Doesn't
called
make any
you Yuki?
sense.
Oh. Really?
Wait, did he kidnap Yukiko to get back at her for rejecting him?
Again,
I didn't really reject
why
him.
would he not kill her first?
He came up to me
This
while I
makes
was
sense.
busy working and asked, "Don't the biker gangs bother you?" Just going on and on about how biker gangs can't do anything unless they're in a pack and stuff. He seemed to be the type who just keeps talking whether you like it or not, if that makes sense. I usually treat those people politely so they don't get offended, but I was so tired that I kinda ignored him. Was that why I was kidnapped?
I think it's coincidental.
Huh? Wait, I'm not a biker.
I don't own a
Damn
bike.
special report.
All I have
That's
is a
why
bicycle.
I got dragged into this.
You know, I heard he's been saying stuff about that announcer's affair, too. Lots of muttering about how women who cheat on their husbands should be executed.
Sounds like it's all coming together.
Okay, now, to me though, that just sounds like high school gossip. Like, I heard
Well, it's time
that
for
this
a
guy
showdown.
said there was a guy that said that another guy did the thing with a guy.
Can you tell where this Mitsuo guy's at?
It could be him, but again, I'm using a form of like video game logic because one, there is no way the game is ending now.
I'll give it a try.
So either this guy
Just a
like
sec.
gets away or something, you know. Something's got to give, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I found him. He's that way.
Man, she really just kind of put Teddy
Alright, let's
in his
go.
place. Yeah, I know his exact IP address. I know his social security.
So close to the killer. We can't
I know
lose him
exactly
now.
where he is. I can immediately find him. Okay. Well. Oh. Guys, we're in Minecraft.
What is this?
What if we
Some kind of
hung
game?
out in emo Minecraft?
Well, he did taunt us, saying try and catch me. I guess he thinks of all this as a game.
Is this gonna turn into a minigame?
Oh, this pisses me off. I hereby sentence him to 100 kicks to the face.
Man,
Go!
let the games begin. I want to play a game. Man, this is old school. We gotta reach the ending.
Gotta admit, all guys love games.
And all girls love Teddy.
They just ignore him. It's because he doesn't look beautiful. He's back in the suit. You've pinpointed Mutsuo Kubo's location. All that's left is to reach him while he's waiting. You should prepare yourselves to fight and apprehend him. Well, first of all, to my knowledge, Rise is a permanent party member. Supposedly. I have no idea how this works. I think I might actually swap out Chie with Teddy. Because I was talking to somebody about it, and yeah, like Kanji and Chie are both very like physical slash. They're physical, but they only use like a little bit of their like magic, whatever you want to call it, SP. I don't think I need both of them. Personally, though, I would prefer someone other than Teddy. But, you know, I'm willing to give him a shot, you know. But hopefully we find an alternative. So, I think the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. And episode 11... I am going to blast through this and basically pick it up when we're at the boss. I think that would be the best way to do it. Well, actually, no. Hang on. Who do I have to talk to? Chase the boy. So the thing that I'm thinking is that I'll start it now, because there's usually like a beginning thing, right? Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll just do the whole shebang for episode 11. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This episode might have been a little bit more chopped up because I was a bit busy and whatnot. So like, if audio is a bit jumpy or whatnot, you know, feel free to let me know. But I think I already know. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you do, you know, if you haven't already, subscribe. Leave a follow on the Twitch page. Sometimes I go live there. I usually am live there, but with this lengthy recording, it takes a lot of time. So any support is good support, and it's always a pleasure to have everyone around. I will see you all in the next one. See you then.